And so we were instantly intrigued. I thought, how can you ever do network marketing with a gold and silver company? But obviously 7K figured it out. But I say this because of Cathy's generosity of her time to call us, because of her courage to pick up the phone and call, our lives are forever changed. And we are just so grateful for her heart, her leadership. And I know you guys are all in for an amazing treat tonight. So Cathy, we love you. And I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Oh, thank you, Danielle. I love you guys too. I truly miss them. We had an opportunity to meet and work together, and when I couldn't any longer, there was something missing in my life. And when I reached out to them, it was just great to connect. And I love, respect them, and I just wanted to share what we had, because it's too good to keep it to yourself. And it was a 2,000-pound phone calling them, because they get pitched everything from everybody. But I called because I love them, and I wanted to share this with them. And I'm thinking they need to sock back some of those ginormous commissions in gold and silver, just so they can hedge against what's going to happen and be protected. And that was really my approach with them, because I really wanted them to be protected, because I really don't know of one person that doesn't need a 7K membership. And y'all know that. And y'all, everybody that's on this Zoom really feels the same way. And that's why we're here. We're on a mission to share this. So what I wanted to share with you tonight, as I used to do this one, the first 7 days in 7K. So I've kind of updated it today. I'm running on empty. Our flight was delayed. I was coming back from a event that I was at, and we got in at 3 a.m. So but anyway, it'll get better. But the concept of this is the first 7 days in 7K. The concept of this is, what's better than a gold and silver membership where you have access to all this goodness is a free one, where you have 100% of your money back, where you're operating with the house's money, where it's like, who would ever regret hearing from you when they have no money in this at all? It's 100% paid for. And they even have money banked for their autosavers. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. So we want to get to that point where it's not coming out of the household budget. As a single mom, that's what I would have needed to do. And that's why this came up. I see you over there, Laura. So where it's on autopilot and you got your money back, win, win, win. So let me just share that concept with you tonight. And I've added some of the new stuff, and hopefully you can follow along with this, and hopefully this is a benefit to you, because who doesn't love free, right? All right, let's get into it. Here we go. All right, let's see. Share that. Move this. Got that. All right. So let me get this little thing out of the way, which is my whole thing is sliding around. Sorry. There we go. Okay, well, this is just to let you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a tax professional. I'm an associate here with 7K Metals. I'm a jeweler by trade. So you might hear some of my reference to that. I had 3 retail jewelry stores here where I live, but we want you to do your own due diligence, because this is money and this is gold and silver. But I want to share with you the first 7 days in 7K and what can happen. The concept here is to acquire assets, save money, earn money, and build wealth to leave a legacy. We're 7K. We're just a community of people on a mission to share this message with the world. And I'm so proud of the leaders that are on this Zoom that are making this happen. And these are the 4 guys that made it possible. I have the utmost respect for these gentlemen. They have pulled together something, ladies and gentlemen, we have never seen the likes of before. Technology that has never been done in the industry before. And they're absolutely brilliant. If you haven't got a chance to watch their podcast, I highly recommend it. But this is all about making a plan, work the plan, and evaluate the plan. We've heard this before. The plan just got better than ever. So now there's multiple ways to earn. So you see, we have instant gold pay, we have the 7K team income, and we have the sound money matching metal bonus. Do you realize that the instant gold pay and the matching metal bonus have nothing to do with the share plan? They stand totally independent. So what that means is you have right now within your midst, just by having a membership, what you need to participate in the instant gold pay. And if you have the legacy membership, which is our $5.99 one and done, top of the line, you have everything it takes to qualify for the matching metal bonus as long as you get that piece activated in your back office. If you haven't done so tonight, don't go to sleep until you find out how to do this. You go into your Sound Money wallet, you go into your settings and you activate it. Because without that being activated, the personal people that you share this with could go in there and purchase overnight. You just don't know. But by activating it, then any of your personally sponsored people, you'll qualify for a percentage of precious metal in the same asset class in which they purchased. So that's just an extra bonus for you with that legacy membership. And then the instant gold pay, that doesn't require you to share either. That's just when you share this membership, you don't have to be set up as an associate to do it with a left and a right. That's when you share with anyone. You can qualify for $20, $40, or $80 worth of instant gold pay. And remember, we now have the half cycle. That's a real deal. That's where you have 250 points. And now I'm talking just strictly, I've shifted from the instant gold pay and the affiliate metal bonus to the team income. This is when you're sharing the membership. So when you share, when you have 250 points that accumulate on your left team and 250 points that accumulate on your right team, you then qualify to earn a $250 check that week. That's our half cycle, our starter cycle. And then when you have 500 points that accumulate left and 500 points that accumulate right, you can qualify to earn up to 500 that week. And then you see that example at the bottom with 2,000 points left, 2,000 points right. So we pay in $500 cycles. That would give you 4 cycles or a $2,000 a week opportunity that week that you can earn. So back to our first 7 days in 7K, day 1 and day 2, you want to build your list and find your 2. So the list is making a list of your just top 10 to 25 people immediately. Who comes to mind? Who are you going to call if you have a flat tire? Who are you going to call when you have the best news you've ever wanted to share? These are the people that are in your phone. They're not your warmish market. They're your market. These are your people. These are the people you have influence over. The people you can pick up the phone and say, hey, what are you doing? I need you for a few minutes. Can you hop on my Zoom? You got to see this. You're not going to believe it. Those are the people we're talking about. So build your list of 10 to 25 of those people and then show them the overview. Send them a video, or my favorite way to do it is just what I said. Hey, Maureen, what are you doing? Have you got a few minutes? I need you to hop on my Zoom. You've got to see this. Oh my gosh, you've got to see this. Do you have a few minutes? And you get the 2 of you together on a Zoom and you share whatever you're going to share. If they're really in a hurry, that 4-minute, 44-second one, you got 5 minutes. If you got 5 minutes, I need you to hop on my Zoom. You need to see this. If they have longer, we have a brand new overview. It's back in your back office under resources. And I think it's 23 minutes now, I think. But that one is probably the best one to play if you have a little bit more time. But, you know, and sometimes they can't hop on a Zoom. Then you can say, hey, Curtis, what are you doing? Do you have 5 minutes? Look, okay, it's 7:15. I'm going to send you a link. It's 4 minutes and 44 seconds. I need you to watch it. I'm going to call you back at 7:30. Okay? Make a date. Make a plan. Bam, fam, book a meeting from a meeting. Never leave them with anything without having a set time that you're going to follow up with them. And then call them back and you're going to say, hey, if I can, Curtis, I'm going to grab one of my buddies I work with. I want you to hear their story. So you're going to try to incorporate, segue in that 3-way Zoom, that 3-way call immediately. So I love it when you're on Zoom. So if you're getting somebody to hop on your Zooms, I got Maureen to hop on my Zoom. Hey, Maureen, if I can, I'm going to try to grab one of my buddies I'm working with. I want you to hear their story. So I'm texting while the Zoom's going on saying, can you hop on my Zoom? We're at minute such and such, and we got 5 minutes left. Can you hop on? So this is, to me, the most urgent sense and way to do it is, can you hop on my Zoom and do it like that? And the next best one is, I'm going to send you this. I need to follow up with you while it's fresh on your mind. I want to get your thoughts on this. Can I send it to you right now? Will you listen to it? Okay, great. I'm going to call you back at 7:30. Make a date, make it happen. So that's what we're talking about doing, and not doing this alone. You're doing this with the person that shared this with you, or, you know, a buddy or somebody in the system that's already done this. So we're not expecting you to do this by yourself. So here's what can happen. When you have one personally, a new customer personally sponsored left, one personally sponsored right, That is our active personal customers now we're referring to. One left, one right. That qualifies you as an associate here with 7K. You can now start earning up to $500 a week. Now we know the points have to be there, but the structure's in place where you have one active personal left and one active personal right. Active meaning they've just come in within 30 days, so they will be active, but meaning they have their auto saver in place. They're going to have some activity there, so that keeps them active. So let's go to day 3 and day 4. You're going to use your list and get 2 more. All right. So here you go. You're going to bring one more person in, put them on your left side, one more person in, put them on your right side. Well, then you have 2 active personals left, 2 active personals right. And because we now do growth factor in a 4-week rolling window, that would also then qualify you to hit your growth factor. So growth factor, when you have 2 left, 2 right, and you want to be ranked a copper, would be 1 left, 1 right. That's new enrollment in a rolling 4-week window. This scenario looks like and qualifies you as a copper, being able to earn up to $1,000 a week. That's what we used to call the comma dance. Okay. When you have a comma in your weekly paycheck, you then are qualified to get up and do the comma dance. We used to walk to the mailbox to get our checks back in the old days. And I had a long driveway, so I would foxtrot or something like that. But I do highly recommend you doing a comma dance for this because you earned it. So let's talk about points. We have 2 things going on with points right now. We have our growth factor points that are in your first 5 levels that are enrollments. So you look at the basic enrollment is the $149 one, you got 20 points. On the VIP or the 269, you got 50 points. On the legacy VIP, you've got 150 points. So that's going to be in your growth factor in your first 5 levels. So level 1 are your personal folks that you help share this with. Level 2 are their personals. Level 3 are their personals, etc. But then you also have the reoccurring infinite level benefit of the auto saver program. Set it and forget it. Savings on autopilot, discipline done, right? So this is just to show you that we have the 15-point Silver Eagle, we have the 15-point Gold Note, we have the 20-point Beauties of the World, we have the 20-point Animal State Series. If there's any left, I think we're kind of phasing that out, but that's the auto saver. So that is going to go not just 5 levels, that goes infinite levels deep all the way. So that's where you're going to have the ability to create that reoccurring infinite levels. And we're going to talk about an auto saver date strategy. So just so you know, by spacing out these auto savers, this is going to allow everybody to kind of max out their weekly pay. And there's a strategy with that because corporate defaults to the 1st and the 15th. So we want to actively work on making sure we have auto savers going off on the 8th and the 21st and the 26th. But that's a little advanced concept I want to just give you. But a long-term play, that's what we want to do to build that residual income for everybody in our community. Okay. So here's what this looks like. This is how to get 100% of your money back. So if we are making the assumption we're doing the legacy option, the legacy VIP option, which is your one and done $5.99 set. We're set for life. That would be 1 left, 1 right. That would be 150, 150. We do it again, 1 left, 1 right, 150, 150. So you can see with just that enrollment, you have 300 points right and 300 points left. So remember, we pay in cycles, and there's a starter cycle, which is 250. So you see week 1 earnings. You do this in week 1, your starter cycle payout will be $250 because you had 300 points left and right? Because we got a match. And here's the cool thing, because you had an active enrollment that you did in that week, those 50 points that are left over are going to bank on both sides. They will automatically bank when you're active on your bank side, but the way to get it to bank on your pay side is to have an enrollment that week. And here we go. So not only you're getting your 250, but you're starting out the next week with 50 left and 50 right to get kicked in to the second week of pay. Now let's talk about the instant goal pay, because they're personally sponsored by you. you have instant gold pay, and this is that legacy VIP. So you've got 80, 60, you've got 8, 16, 24, 32. So you've got $320 worth of instant gold pay because of this, what this looks like right here. So then the last piece is you get 50 loyalty points for every new person that you sponsor. So we have 50-50 on the right and a 50-50 on the left. So we're at 200 loyalty points. Plus, when your first autosaver kicks off, you get 100 for your first. So there you go. That would equate to about an ounce of silver in the loyalty program. So that comes to $600. You paid $5.99 and maybe a little shipping, and you got $600 of your money back in precious metals and in cash payout. So we get paid by the week. So it sits there for a week, and you can access it the following Saturday, which is pretty powerful. All right, let me let these folks in real quick. Oh, right. Okay. All right. We got somebody in the waiting room, and I don't know how to get to them. Hang on one second. Oops.
I can't see them.
Okay. They just popped up on this screen, but I think we got them, Maureen. All right.
Okay.
So week one's earning, look at that. You got 100% of your money back. And all this was, you had your 2 on the left, 2 on the right of your personal customers. And then you had the growth factor of 1 left, 1 right in a 4-week rolling window that qualified you as a copper. And here you are with $600 back. So you're basically now operating at a break even, and you're getting ready to make some money. Super cool. So your checklist to make sure that you've got done is 1, your membership. And if you're able to grab that legacy membership, we've gone over scenario after scenario, and we've had beautiful stories shared with us. I mean, people are using their Sound Money wallet. And if you've personally sponsored someone with that, and you have a legacy VIP membership, the $5.99, then and activate that affiliate metal bonus, then you're going to have access to money you don't even know about, because it's coming. It keeps happening. So if you can afford to do that, I highly recommend it. And if you have done that, make sure that you activate that affiliate metal bonus tonight before you go to sleep. If you need help, let me know. And you have your customers left and right for whatever rank that you want, and you have the growth factor. And remember, the growth factor works in a 4-week rolling month, and then and that will determine your payout. Okay, so then let's go to day 5 and day 6. You're going to teach your team of 4 to make their list and get their 2. That's it. So congratulations, you're now the leader that is helping to create new leaders. Help to go get their 2. It's super simple. And that when you help anyone get their 2, then they're qualified to earn commissions. And one of the most beautiful things about this comp plan and the way it's designed, even if they just get their 2, they're going to get paid, because points will start to accumulate, and it will always go to the lesser leg. By having 2 active members, you have the opportunity to get extra commission and earn that. So we're on a mission to help everybody at least get their 2. And if you want to go up, remember, just the next rank. When we hit copper previously, for folks that have been around a little while, there used to have to be 8 people to do it. Now it's just 4. It's this simple. So you just make sure you have your personals in place and your growth factor, and you're set to go. So just to recap, you make your list, you show the overview, and you do a 3-way call or Zoom. And you can level up your earnings. I love this little illustration. This shows you the income potential you have at these different levels, which is your 500,000, 2,000, 3,500, 7,000, 10,000, 12,500. And the green shows you the personal customers you have to have. So for that associate to earn 500 a week, all they need is 1 active member left, 1 active member right. That's $2,000 a month. So we can at least help everybody get there. And the ones that want to go up from there, just by adding, an extra personal left and right, and having that growth factor, and same way that's the copper. The bronze qualifies to earn up to $2,000 with just a 3 left, 3 right, and 2 in the growth factor on each side, et cetera, et cetera. You see that as we go and we grow. And then the ranks are now acknowledged by how much commission you actually make in a 4-week rolling period. So you're acknowledged as an associate with 500, a copper with 1,000, the bronze with 2,000, the silver with 5,000, the executive, the gold with 15,000, the executive gold with 30,000, the presidential gold with 42,500. But the basis of all of it is this right here, that autosaver on autopilot. You're getting loyalty points with every one, and then you're also getting access to the 7K Advantage, which helps you save money. I love how Zach put it, help you save money on the things you have to buy so you can spend money on the things you want to buy, like gold and silver. And this is the slide that corporate created. I absolutely love. It's a little confusing until you get the hang of it, but this is that power of 4. This is that $600 that I just shared with you broken down. It's assuming the legacy membership, 150 points for 2 on the left, 150 points for 2 on the right. There's the power of 4. So you have the 300 points. We're going to go with the starter cycle of 250, the instant gold pay of the 320, because there's $80 on each one of those memberships because they're your personals. And then with the loyalty points, getting 50, 50, 50, 50, and 100 on your first autosaver, that gets you about an ounce of silver, which is about 30 bucks. So there you go with $600 payout, just the power of 4. So if you want to grab the legacy VIP membership, or people that have, and we need to get their money back, this is the way to do it. We need to talk to 4 people. We need to help them get going and see what we can do. And of course, we know if it's the other memberships, there's a few less points involved, but that's okay. It just takes us a little longer, but we'll get there. But we want people to get started with us. But just so you understand the autosaver and the stacking on autopilot, the points will accumulate infinite levels deep on the autosaver. So we want to strategically make sure, like if that person qualifies to make $500 a week, we want to make sure that they can get to the 500 a week. So we're going to do some deliberate autosaver date strategy to help even those out. So it's going to default to a date on enrollment, but we can make those changes anytime we want on the and moving those dates around. So we want to make sure that we concentrate on the 8th and the 21st and the 26th to help even them out so we can get people paid on a weekly basis. So that's your first 7 days in 7K. So you just repeat and teach. You get 2 and help 2 get 2. It's that simple. So just want to share with you our income disclaimer. This just lets you know that 85% of the folks that have a membership with us, they don't participate in the share plan. And I love it, the fact that the average associate made more money than what it cost them to come up with our top of the line membership. So that's basically my share. So I'm going to stop my screen share now and come back to you guys and exit that. Okay. So, I speed myself up to 2.0 because I don't want anybody else to have to. I listen to everything on 2.0. Allison said, coming on with me is like going speed dating. All right. I'll slow down just a little, but I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer any questions for you. I see you laughing, Tony. I don't even know what time it is. How are we doing? Oh, 7:30. Boom. All right. Anybody got any questions? Did I confuse you or did I help you? I see a lot of laughter. I'm not sure quite how to take that.
No, it was
love
great,
2.0.
Cathy.
Okay.
It was great. It was awesome. Thank you so much. That was
Great.
beautiful. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. So I was just trying to incorporate some of the new really cool stuff that we have going on. It's really very, very exciting. Hey, Annie, you got your hand up.
Yeah. Hey, well, first I want to say thank you for adapting this because I literally just took the old one out of my welcome email because as you know, your first 7 days in 7K video, like trainings, that was what got me fired up at the beginning. I was like, oh, okay, let's, because seeing, I can't make those PowerPoints, but the with all the numbers, but when I see them, it really makes a difference. So thank you for doing that to have the new adapted version. And then I do have a question, which is I can ask somewhere else, but since we have time for questions, do you happen to know if I thought that people could not upgrade to legacy at a prorated way, but I'm now hearing something different from people. So I'm curious if you're aware of what the current policy is.
The current
current
policy is no,
policy
but I am very aware
changed.
that they're working on it.
They
Okay.
I'm sorry,
changed
Maureen?
it. They
Oh,
changed it. Okay, today.
Oh, is it changed already?
oh,
Yeah,
today?
Today, okay.
today.
So-
Today
So
I
maybe will we
upgraded.
announce
Yeah,
tonight?
okay.
Okay.
Guys, since you
Good.
asked the question, well, we'll just talk about it. They're not announcing it. Maybe they will tonight, but I don't think so. I called the Go line today and upgraded someone, and he said, well, let me check. And I said, well, I already talked to Reed, I already talked to Blake, and he came back. And so then after my person left that I upgraded, now remember, if somebody is a VIP, it's $330 to upgrade, not $599, and you have the legacy package. And the $100 goes to the 100 points goes to infinity. Okay, so that's something pretty cool. Okay, because it's a renewal, not a new point.
So they don't give you, I'm sorry, so they don't give you that difference in instant pay either, do they?
They don't give you instant pay because unless, you know, if they're already signed up, you don't get instant pay. Okay, you only get instant pay on new. But if, say you have a person that has struggled with a basic, and now they can take that 149 and put it towards their 269 or their 599. And for right now, it's something really important for us to look at if we have a team, because if their date is coming up for their renewal, we want to slide them in there real quick with an upgrade forever. And then everybody gets 100 points all the way up. So when I talked to Cole after my person hung up, I said, well, if you had to ask, I already had it approved, but what do you need to do to get it approved? And he said, no, they just opened the gate. I didn't know it. So the gate has been opened. So
Awesome.
there you go. I'm pretty excited about that.
That is exciting. We don't have, I knew this was on the table, but Maureen is telling me something I didn't know it was activated. So,
Yeah.
I
But
know
you
that we'll
have-
have some training about it.
You have to call the customer service. You cannot do it in your back office to
Okay.
upgrade. Because if you do it in your back office, it's going to charge you the full amount. You need a customer
Okay.
service person to upgrade you, and it takes about 10 seconds. And there's
Awesome.
magical points. So we want everybody to have a legacy who can possibly have it. I've been talking to some people all day about it because I think it's really exciting that you don't have
Yes,
to pay the
yes.
$599. So I don't know if that's forever, but I know it's right now.
Okay. So stay tuned for
Okay.
details. I hope they can lay it all out and give us something to look at on that tonight. And I know that was coming. So,
Yeah, but I don't
But
think they're going
awesome
to from
question.
what Cole said.
really. Okay. All right. Okay. Good question, Annie. Thank you for that.
Thank you both, and thanks for the awesome training. I know it's really helpful for all of us.
Good. So glad. Anybody else have a question or anything that we can help with? Anybody else? Okay.
Just want you to know that clarity is really, really, really helpful to us. That you did a fabulous job with that tonight, Kathy. Thank you so
I'm glad,
much.
Aaron.
Yes, I
You're
have those
welcome.
charts,
I'm
but
so glad.
now that I heard you explain it, I can explain it a little bit better too. Makes sense.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Maureen,
I appreciate that.
you are Kathy's backup. You are you're the other Kathy.
Kathy and I back each other up all the time. We've been doing it for
That's
years.
right.
since we
That's
met
right.
on an Alaskan cruise and became best
Oh,
buddies.
That was my
guys,
dinner
I
date.
guess
They
y'all
set up
hear
a
it. We
formal
have to
dinner
go on that
table.
cruise.
Yeah, yeah. We need to go on Alaskan cruise. That was good, wasn't it, Maureen? Yes,
Yeah, it was
that was a
great.
great
We've
way to
been
meet.
friends ever since then.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Uh, the
That's
cruise
a few
sucked,
years ago.
but Kathy was great.
That's another conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Somebody did ask
Got it.
you, Kathy, and which is your favorite short video that you share with people in that beginning conversation? So you might want to tell people what you like.
There's two things I like. I like the 444. I like that little 5 minute, but I love the $1.2 million mistake. I think the $1.2 million mistake is really hard hitting. It makes clear about what we're doing that's different. Anybody can get gold and silver. Okay. But they're not always doing it the right and the best way. But you cannot get access to these collectibles unless you really are sharp as a tack and you know what you're doing and you've got those connections. It takes a lot of time and work to make those connections. I've done that in the jewelry business. They've done it for us. So that $1.2 million mistake is powerful. When you think about the relationship they got with the CIT Mint, I love me some CIT Mint videos. I'm absolutely in love with what they turn out. They're like works of art. They are beautiful. And so the $1.2 million mistake has become my go-to. And it's 3.2 minutes. I mean, that kind of says it all. And the other piece of why people need a membership, I was sharing it today on a previous call. You can get gold and silver other places, yeah. But you can't do it with this technology where you can convert your paper money to real money quickly and easily and convert it back when you need it. Nobody's got the technology we have with this membership. So I'm just going to say you need to be getting it somewhere. You might as well get it here, partner and grab this technology that's not anywhere else in the world, but with this member, it's a member benefit. And we have that same platform set up for our collectible coins with our stack and sell. So the technology is one of those pieces that just sets this company apart, sets this membership apart. Why do you need it? You need gold and silver. And this is the best opportunity I've seen to get it simply and easily from the comfort of your own home with no hassles. And I trust the source.
Kathy, you have one other question in here that says, do you need to have the volume / points to rank up now? Or is it just personals and growth? So you want to address that because I know people are a little confused on that still.
So that's a great question. It has changed. So the answer to that question is yes, you have to have the pay. So you can't just, it's a 3-piece component. You want your personals, you want your growth factor. When you hit the volume is when the rank is acknowledged. So you have to have the volume. So like I'm working with a young man that wants to go to silver right now. Okay. So he has to have 5 and 5 personals left, 5 personals right. And he has to have a growth factor of 5 and 5. So there you go, 5 and 5. So all the requirement is the volume in accumulative in a 4-week window, $5,000 volume. So I'm working with the 5 on the left and the 5 on the right to help create that volume. When he hits that, he gets the 100-ounce silver bar. That's what's considered to be a silver, is $5,000 in volume payout to him that he's earned from 5 left, 5 right with a growth factor of 5 left, 5 right. So it's 3-fold now. So when he gets that, he hits the rank of silver, he earns the 100-ounce bar and he gets acknowledged on stage. That is his rank as a silver. So does that help with that question?
Nada asked the question. Okay, she looks like she's shaking her head.
Yeah, it's still, they have 90 days to do it. I see Pamela put something, they have 90 days to get the bar, but I was just trying to incentivize the gentleman. If we do it in 30 days, and we can use the same growth factor with the same personal enrollments because they're one and the same when you do it in your first. If you want to go quick, we can do it. We can do it in 30 days. I need some work out of these people. I need to find a couple more people that want to go for the bar. One on the left, one on the right, preferably. We'll get the volume and you'll get paid. Then you get the bar, and then we'll work with them. So, I hope
So
that helps.
as a silver, the first week, like the first of the month, you could make 1,500. The next week you could make 8. The next week on the 15th, you could make 1,500. And then the next week do 1,000. That would be cumulative 5,000. And you would get acknowledged by the company as a brand new silver. As long as you have 5 on the left, 5 on the right, 5 on the growth factor, 5 on the growth factor. Right?
Boom. That's it.
Yeah.
Well said.
Okay.
So everything will piggyback on everything else. So now it's going to be based on your volume, the acknowledgement. What's neat about that is, if you've got the growth factor and the personals, if you've done that and you've got the volume, you're going to get paid that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, because we've left some money on the table in the past. So what do I mean by growth factor? I see that, Christina. Growth factor is in your first 5 levels, your personals are all level 1. Their personals are your level 2. Their personals are your level 3. Their personals are your level 4, and their personals are your level 5. So it's the first 5 levels to you is your growth factor. That's where they're looking for those numbers. So when you need a growth factor of 1 and 1 to be a copper, in among those 5, you either need to bring in a new one, or one of those in those first 5 levels needs to bring in 1 person. Then you have a growth factor of 1. One of those on the right needs to bring in 1 person, just 1. If it's as long as it's in those first 5 levels, that's your growth factor. Okay. Does that help, or have I cleared that up? So it's,
Yes,
if you
that's
have
helpful.
several people to work with. Okay, good, successful. Okay, I like that. Thank you, dear. Love it. Let me know if I'm talking in a circle, for goodness sakes, because sometimes I can. Okay. Any other questions? Anything else we can help with? Sometimes I see a question pop up and I could open up the chat, couldn't I?
That would help.
Hello. Yeah, I know, right? She's a little slow to the draw, but she's here. Okay. Dang, I would have hit. Oh, wow. I see that. So any other questions that I can help with?
Kathy, Christina here. Thank you so much. Just real quick, is the new first 7 days, is your new first 7 days video on your site, or is it on Best Training Tips, or?
I just did it today, so it'll be on Best Training Tips first. I'll get a copy from them.
Great, thank you.
So, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. That was sweet of you to ask. It was so funny because Andy's right. That was the most popular thing that happened, because I'm like, how do we get our money back? How do we get our money back? I want a free gold and silver account. I want to be operating with the house's money, no money in it. Then everybody's happy to see you every time you see them. Right?
Yes.
So I'm thinking like a single mom again.
Right.
Yeah, I remember those days well. So any other questions? Anything I can help you with? This community is amazing. I was honored when Mark and Danielle asked me to share. There's been some amazing information come through this platform. And those of you that are connected, I compliment all 61 of you for being here tonight to be open to learn and continue to grow like you do. And that's what makes this team so outstanding and stand apart from the rest, because you're always feeding your mind. You're always learning. You're always willing to learn, and you're always coachable. And I just want to thank you for that, because that makes it so fun, and we can do this together. So I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Is there anything else we can help you with? Or we can let you go play and go call some folks and take a chill? Okay, here's one more coming in.
Back office something.
Go to your back office something.
Yeah, somebody said.
Okay. Oh, okay, something about a back office. don't
Oh, I
see
was
that.
just trying to answer people's question about the growth factor, but I think you also answered it. I was just giving a context about where to find the PDF of the comp
Well,
plan.
Yeah, it's in your file vault, you can go to, yeah, file vault. You go to your resources tab, go down to not resources, go to training. Ooh, yeah. I'm not turning off this backdrop. You do not want to see what's behind me. You talk about total mind melt. No. But you go to over to training, click on file vault. Tony, you're laughing. All right, I'm not the best housekeeper. I didn't get the domestic gene. It skipped me.
Okay.
Okay. So, but yeah, and then you click on the second page, it'll show share plan in detail, and it'll show the one-page share plan. Yeah. And it's got it here for you. I keep it in front of me because I still have to refer to it because it's not, it just doesn't roll off the top. But when you look at it, it's a little bit clearer to understand. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Love you guys so much.
Great
And
job,
Miss Mark and
Kathy.
Daniel.
We love you
having fun.
too.
Oh,
Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, thank you, Kathy.
That was
Kathy,
fabulous.
this was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Very
Kathy.
informative.
Thank you.
Up
Blessings.
on the
Good night.
call at 9.
Thank you,
Bye,
Cathy.
everybody.
Bye.
Love you guys. Ciao. Okay. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Love you.